everybody. Welcome to episode 6 of the Chris Konya Show. Today we're going to talk about things that piss you off about your significant other. I promise, I did about 11 minutes on this already, and it was super entertaining. And I really was wondering why I wasn't getting any feedback, but we can do it again. My mistake. I'm producing, I'm writing, and I am hosting the show. I have 3 cameras, 2 TVs, lights, all kinds of stuff. There's a lot going on, and I just got done doing some plumbing. So bear with me. I appreciate you hanging out, and hopefully people come back because they were probably annoyed that there was no sound. You can call and contribute to this topic, 585-500-1177 on the bottom of the screen at any time. Hopefully the phone system works just as well as the audio does. But we are going to go over what trivial actions performed by your significant other piss you off the most. And I gave the example on Facebook 4 hours ago, and it was leaving facial hair in the sink after a shave. Now, it's funny, I just mentioned how I learned that this pisses people off when you leave remnants of your beard in the kitchen sink, in the bathroom sink after you're done shaving. Because my cousin Margie, who's watching right now, she's the one who taught me that that's disgusting. I never thought it was. I thought eventually it'll go down the sink and it'll be gone forever, and it's just hair. Who cares? But I was at her house one time, shaved, and left little squirrelies in the sink, and she let me know that that's a no-no in the house. So I was thinking about that today because I just shaved my beard, and I wanted to know some of the other things that annoy people about their significant others, what they do in the house or around the house that makes them upset, and more upset than they should be, because at the end of the day, this is all trivial stuff. It's no big deal. So we'll start back with my brother Nick. He said having to repeat himself 3 times. Thanks for commenting, Nick. Appreciate it. All right, down to Ted Hartman. Squeezing the toothpaste from the middle. Now, I didn't know this was a thing. I had no idea. As long as the toothpaste, wasn't destroyed halfway through the tube being gone, I didn't think it was that big of a deal. How do you do it, Ted? You go with a fine squeeze at the bottom of the tooth, and then you do that every single time in the morning, at night, when you're groggy, when you're barely awake? And I guess that is a thing because Erin chimed in. I guess Erin might be Ted's wife, saying that everything that Ted does pisses her off. So there's a little hostility in that Hartman household. Go down to the next one. And you can call in anytime, 585-500-1177. That is my plumbing number. So if someone else is on the phone and you get my voicemail, unless you need plumbing work, just hang up and try calling back after that person hangs up. Okay, down to Erica. Erica says it pisses her off when her significant other leaves clothes on the floor next to or near the laundry basket instead of inside. Now, on the surface, I get how this could be annoying. It's right there, right? But maybe you're feeling a little more productive than your significant other that day. Maybe you didn't have a bathroom emergency like he does. I mean, sometimes I'm coming in from a day of work where I had maybe some kind of, a lunch that didn't agree with my stomach, and I'm kind of undressing, getting ready for the bathroom and the shower on the way. And I'm not a 10 for 10 shooter. You know what I mean? If most of the time I'll get it in, LeBron all day, get it in the laundry basket. But sometimes I miss. I'm not perfect. I know I'm perfect in a lot of other areas, but shooting in the laundry basket, God only gives that gift to a certain selection of people, and I might not be one of those people. You know what I mean? So give them some slack on that laundry basket thing. Let's go down to the next one. John Watson coming in with the old toilet seat debate. He says that it pisses him off when his significant other leaves the toilet seat down. How about that for equality, ladies? How about that? Yeah, we use the toilet just as much as you, if not more. So maybe the toilet seat should always be up. And you're the ones that should have to put it down. I'm never winning that argument. John, you're on your own with that one, buddy. It's just not a fight worth fighting. And quite frankly, I'm scared of the women watching right now and the backlash that might come with that trivial argument. But I appreciate the comment. Next, go down to, I don't know who Jacqueline's living with, but it pisses her off when somebody doesn't flush after they pee. And apparently this is an epidemic because Jeanette's feeling the same way about the old number 2. I don't know what monsters you live with, okay? And if they're doing this on purpose, maybe it's time to re-up in the man area, the woman area. I don't know what you're into, but again, I don't think that's a comment. I think that's very unique, and I appreciate you leaving a comment, but I don't know how relatable that is. But you're welcome to call and explain, of course. The number at the bottom of the screen, 585-500-1177. Let's go back to the list here. I'm noticing a pattern here with the Christinas. Both of the Christinas that commented here have a problem with the cabinets and cupboards in their house. Christina with a K says leaving cabinets open. I mean, it's a flick of the wrist. Again, I don't know what kind of people you're living with, but who leaves the cabinets open? Are we talking little kids here? Unless you're setting a table and carrying spinning plates and you still haven't made your trip back to the kitchen area to close the I don't know why people are leaving their cabinets open. I mean, anybody could just come in and steal your fine china. I'm with you, Christina with a K. Christina with a C says, putting empty cereal boxes, ice cream wrapper, empty anything back into the cupboards. Now, define empty. I feel like empty should be taken literally, but it doesn't. Empty, is there some left? Can it supplement the next box of Cocoa Puffs? Maybe it's not a full bowl, but can it I mean, are they putting completely empty? Christina, if you're watching, or anybody who has the same problem, would love to call. Would love for you to call. And really tell me exactly, are we talking about iced tea mix? Are we talking about minute rice, cereal, milk? Are we talking about these things that I think we're talking about, or is this a specific instance? I don't know. The Christina cupboard epidemic of 2019 is upon us, people. Okay, here we go. Leaving empty pop cans and bottles all over the house. Nobody's into that. I get that. Dirty socks on the living room floor. I can't defend that one. Rachel says rinsing dishes and then leaving them in the sink instead of putting them 1 foot further into the dishwasher. Now, Rachel, I love you. I love you for commenting. I appreciate it. But there's something that women who take care of households have, second nature, that they know how to load a dishwasher like a New York City subway. It's jam-packed. I mean, I've loaded the dishwasher before thinking it was full. My girlfriend swoops in and puts the neighbor's dishes in, all of them. And I don't know how she's doing it, but I can't figure out that puzzle. Maybe she did. Maybe they let little girls in school or people who are good with dishwashers in school do 4 times the amount of jigsaw puzzles in kindergarten as people that aren't. Maybe there's a correlation in the study there, but I'm telling you, that's a thing. And that's not me, dumb guy, playing stupid so I don't have to do it. I don't know how. I don't know how she gets a whole popcorn bucket in what I think is a full dishwasher without taking any other ones out. So maybe we need some more education on this. I have no idea, but I'm with your significant other on that one. Even though Jenna agrees with you, says, yes, Rachel, yes, like you're running for office. Yes, Rachel, yes. Rachel doubling down with the kills me comment. Yeah, I don't know. It's a superpower. And if I have to use an excuse once to get out of doing a chore, it's going to be that one because it's a magic trick, if you ask me. Things that piss you off about your significant other that tend to be trivial. Again, waiting for a first call here. Trying to test the phone systems. It's 500-1177. You got it right at the bottom of the screen. Mark doesn't like when his significant other changes the seat setting and turns on the heated seat function in the car in the summer. Hates that. Now, if it's a safety thing where you're moving the mirrors, that's hard to argue. But do you really need heated seats to drive down the street to pick up milk? Do you, of course you need to adjust the seats to reach the pedals, but the heated thing, that's where I'm jumping on with Mark. Do you really need heated seats to drive? I mean, what would you do a year ago before you could afford that fancy car? Was it so unbearable that you couldn't drive? Don't touch the guy's heated seats. Guys, don't touch the ladies' heated seats or air-conditioned seats. I don't know, or massaging seats. I don't have a fancy car that does any of that. So don't touch the seats unless it's for safety, like reaching the pedal and adjusting the mirrors and stuff like that. All right, let's see. Jesse says the cupboard, the facial hair thing. She's in on all of these. She hates a lot of stuff. Donna says breathing. That seems like something a little out of my league to discuss. I don't know if I can help you with that, Donna. That it makes you mad when your significant other breathes. Maybe watch some Dexter or Breaking Bad or one of those shows, 48 Hours. I got nothing for you. Let's see what Jamie says. Not refilling something and just letting it sit there empty, like the soap dispenser in the bathroom. The container of hand soap is literally in the cabinet beneath the sink, for crying out loud. Bend your knees, open the cabinet, and fill the dispenser up. Whoa. You got a big issue with the soap thing in your house. I can't defend this either. I mean, granted, growing up in my house, we had one kind of soap. That soap was the hand soap, dish soap, shampoo, conditioner, body wash, car stuff to wash the car. I mean, we're power washing the siding with that same soap. So the whole hand soap and pineapple and lavender and all these other things. Again, I'm gonna play ignorance here. I don't know what you want. What's in line? What's in line for the next few weeks of hand washing? Are we going with the seasons with pumpkin spice? Am I allowed to use like a watermelon flavored soap in October? Or it's got to stay fall? It's got to stay, like I said, pumpkin spice. You know what I mean? It's got to stay cinnamon. I don't want that kind of pressure, especially in the bathroom. There's enough pressure for us guys in the bathroom, okay? People commenting on Facebook now. Love for you to call 500-1177. Get your comment on. Tell me the story. Share it with everyone. All right, let's go back to the list here. All right, some of the guys kicking in here. Kevin McCann of McCann's Meats. They're next to Cub Room. Go check it out. Great sandwiches, and of course, he's a butcher. He was on the sister show Food Fight. If you want to check that out too, very smart guy, knows his meats. But he's coming back with the dishwasher gripe. He says rearranging the dishwasher after I. Oh no, I don't know this word. Rearranging the dishwasher after I've Can anybody help me with this word? What did Kevin say here? After he's already loaded it. I don't know what this word is, but it sounds like if you're a guy that uses that word, you take loading the dishwasher very seriously. Very seriously. And your significant other should know that, Kevin. She or he should know that if you're using words that I can't pronounce with my 11th grade education, then they should let you load the dishwasher from now on. Because I don't know how to say that word. And I wouldn't mess with a guy like Kevin, especially with that vocabulary. All right, David is upset when his girlfriend leaves, or his wife or girlfriend leaves bobby pins every freaking where. I don't have that problem. Is this a general problem? Is this a relatable problem, or is this a David and David's significant other problem? I mean, I guess if you're finding them everywhere, I hate to be in a bed filled with that. It'd get sick after a while. I guess finding anything every freaking where could make you upset, whatever it is. I'm going to run through a couple more of these. Doesn't seem like anybody wants to chime in, which is okay. You know, it's scary to be the first person. Karen says rinsing the dishes in cold water. That's very specific. Sue says rearranging the dishwasher and always having the TV on, whether in the room or not. She's got to double down right there. Laura says turning the TV on first thing in the morning, changing the position of the shower head, and closing windows after she's the one who opens them. That's quite the list. You guys should maybe seek therapy or maybe have a conversation about that. Sarah back with the cupboard doors being open. Taking up the whole bed, says Megan. My brother Jimmy chiming in with eating food in the bed. I also don't like when somebody, my girlfriend, eats, or the cat, I guess, eats food in the bed. I think it's weird because, you know, she's not the best at eating over the plate. But hopefully she's busy and not watching this right now. I don't know if she'd like me sharing that. Casey says, hair in the tub, clogging the drain. He says he's not putting the toilet seat down until that gets arranged. Casey, I'm a plumber. Call me. You could also call me at the number at the bottom of the screen. It just so happens to be the plumbing number. Chris Pittman says, right now it's the shower head. He moves it up too far and angles it out, and she has to stand on the end of the tub to adjust it every morning. I could help with that too. Yeah, so these all go down the list of the classic ones like the toilet seat. Here's an interesting one. Needing to have the stereo on constantly. I don't know what that says about how good you are at having a conversation, Anthea. But, I mean, how are you going to beat Freebird? Are you more interesting than a Led Zeppelin record? Are you more interesting than hearing Let It Be? I'm not. You know, fight the fight you could fight. I don't think you're going to outdo Bon Jovi or Bruce Springsteen or the Spice Girls. I don't know what you guys listen to at your house. Okay. So, yeah, toilet seat, slurping food. Chris is back. She says that she's on a diet and he loves to eat Oreos or ice cream while watching TV. Shoving the diet in her face. Not fun. Lots of dishes. Here's another breathing one. You and Donna should maybe go out for a drink and discuss anything at all if you're upset with your significant other breathing. Jeanette says, skid marks in the toilet bowl. Scrub that shit. Hilarious, first of all, the way you worded that. Jeanette was one of the people I asked to call, so I don't feel like I should discuss this one because she's not going to call. Anyway, yeah, it's hard to argue that. Yeah, don't leave that behind. I mean, I'm guilty of it, sure, but if I got in trouble for it, I'd understand completely. I'm not going to argue that. So yeah, what I've discovered in this is that plenty of people have things that piss them off that their significant others do, and they're still with them. And what does that mean? That means it's true love. That you're going to stick with that person through the dishes, through the cupboards being open, through the skid marks, through the bobby pins, through the breathing, maybe not through the breathing, but, through all of these gripes, I feel like it means that you're in true love and you should work at it and look past these little things because there are plenty of big things out there that could really do a lot more damage than an empty cereal box in the cupboard or empty milk container in the refrigerator. Thank you so much for watching, for listening, for asking or listening to me ask you to call even though you didn't. We'll get there one day. We'll build this relationship and you'll be calling me all the time. Subscribe, share, like. Seek me out on YouTube, on Facebook, suggest topics at chriskonyashow@gmail.com. Appreciate the support up front. Have a great night. Better day.